Hello, hello. Look at my doll collection. Let me turn it. Y'all like my doll collection? Look, I am so excited. It's a Saturday night, and have Critic and CASHFLOW on my mind, right? And I'm so excited to make this announcement. So, hey, I don't know how many people are joining in but, take this time right now as I make this announcement, right? Take this time right now that if you get a tax return, if you get a tax refund, you get tax money, take this time right now to use that money to make an investment in yourself for 2019 to march into better credit, right? March into mastering your money. Make that investment. Get with me. Get those lingering items off your credit report. Get yourself free of credit stress, free of debt in 2019. I was listening to Corey P. Smith today, and I do have a very, very important announcement to make about this this law that I just found that just found out where it derived from, exactly where it's at, and the law of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. But I was listening to Corey P. Smith today, and he was saying that credit is for poor people, right? Credit is for poor people. What does he mean by that? He means that if you don't have any money, all you have is your credit, right? All you have is those 3 digits. I know we think the most important numbers in our life is our social security number and those 9 digits, but those 3 digits are the most important numbers in your life, because if you don't have cash, all you have to rely on is your credit if you don't have the money, right? And so it determines so much more now in 2019 than it did maybe 10 years ago, such as your insurance premiums on your vehicles. Now is highly scanned credit repair. I mean, not credit repair, but your credit score for apartment, right? Because they want reliable people live in their apartments, apartment complex. They want a certain profile. Years ago you can get an apartment without getting a credit check, but that's not the case today, right? That's not the case. And so insurance policy, what you're paying, employment, depends on your credit. But so let me dive right into this. So I saw a lot of 609 credit repair programs and letters, and a lot of them would say, hey, I want you to verify. No, I'm sorry. I want you to give me the original contract bearing my signature, right? Proving or verifying or whatever. And it will have Fair Credit Report 609A1A. And I will read the Fair Credit Report 609A1A, and it says nothing like that. It had nothing like that. That Fair Credit Reporting Act 609 required the credit agencies. They're not the bureaus, right? They are credit agencies. They are private. They have stocks. They are private companies, private sectors. There is nothing in the Fair Credit Reporting Act 609A1A or 611A1A that requires them to give you the physical contract bearing your signature, right? And why is that so powerful that I did find where it was after months of searching in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I found that information tonight. This is kind of my laptop. It's my studying space, Gotta get, this is water. I don't want you all to think it's anything else. Good mountain spring water. So I found that, and this is the documents I printed out to me tonight. Why is that important? Because now when I have clients, for example, with a bankruptcy, and if you file bankruptcy, you know that you have to sign a petition. So now if they don't have that physical contract, that physical petition bearing your signature, then that's a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, this is my second announcement. I'm working on my credit curriculum, right? I want to drop a credit curriculum because a lot of people, they don't know when you need to ask for situations of the original contract bearing your signature, you know. So you don't need to use these widely distributed dispute letters out here. That's just the first thing that you ask the bureaus is to produce me the contract, right, bearing my signature, because that's not applicable in all situations. So now that I just found this law, that's going to help me be more powerful and fight bankruptcies now. Because now, do you have that petition? Do you have my bankruptcy petition? Do you have that evidence in your file that you're supposed to have? So I'm glad I just found that information. But you need to know when to ask for that, and not just how to ask for it, but when. And for example, a collection would be one, right? If your debt was illegally sold to a debt collector, and they're trying to collect payment from you, then that law will be very applicable, even though I've had no problems getting collections removed off of it. But this just makes me more powerful now, right? And what I do more effective, and to get my clients better results even faster. Because now, if I have a collection on my account, and I didn't make an agreement with the third part of the debt collector that my debt was sold to, and you don't have a contract of payment, you didn't provide me any services, any contractual payment, that just makes it even easier now. Just another tool in my arsenal to get that removed. But, for example, I wouldn't need to ask for a physical contract bearing my signature for a late payment, right? That's a whole different law, a whole different dispute. And so that's why I'm not really for pre-written templates and letters, because it's not a one-size-fit-all type situation when it comes to challenging or disputing the credit reporting agencies, the three, and I've gotten out of calling them bureaus, because people already have this perception that they're a powerful government agency, and legally they're called CRAs, credit reporting agency. They're not a powerful government entity. They're a public companies. You can purchase their stocks, and they make billions of dollars off of your bad credit. And so that's why I want people to get it right, because their business is to keep you in bondage as long as they can by selling your information to lenders, keeping you at a low credit score, because that's how they become very lucrative. So this is very profitable. This is what I'm working on now. This is my credit curriculum that I want to start teaching. Some people might want to learn these things. So these are the 3 topics that I've covered so far, and I might release this in June of this year. What will you see on your credit report? What to challenge or dispute on your credit report? Why you have the rights to challenge and dispute items on your credit report? What is the Fair Credit Billing Act? What is the Fair Credit Reporting Act? What is the Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act? So you have all these fair acts in your. What is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, right? You have all these fair on your side to help you have a healthier credit score. And you need to know what they are, how to utilize them, and what, I coach basketball as well, what strategy to use in what situation, right? What law to use in what situation. And what these letters do is a lot of them have the verbiage and they don't match it with the law, right? Meaning that, like, for example, 609-818 does not say that you're supposed to provide me the original contract. And so when you send those letters in, you get no response, no results from the bureaus, because you're using the right language, but it's with the wrong law. So when you use the right law and the right language, you get those results. So, hey, and another announcement, it was just something came to mind. How many people I want on my Facebook friends list and my friends watching the YouTube as well would be interested in a 3 to 5 day or 4-day cruise, learning these insider secrets, right? I'm going to call it the Critic and CASHFLOW cruise, right? How many would conference cruise, the Critic and CASHFLOW conference cruise, Critic and CASHFLOW conference cruise. I love alliterations, but it can get tongue twisting at times. And so if you're watching this and you are an event planner, and you can help me put that idea, this vision into motion, send me a message. If you're an event planner, maybe we can get the Royal Caribbean ship, go somewhere really, really nice and just have a cruise for people. And we give these conferences. It will be my business partner, Kevin. He would do the cash flow strategies. Kevin is teaching people how to use their adjusted gross income, AGI, how to lower your gross income, right? How to get that lowered, and how lowering that can lower your student loan debt. And these are just insider things that we will give you the real secret, the real loopholes when it comes to increasing your cash flow, and how you can make student loan payments $0, but it still counts as a payment. And that all goes into knowing tax strategies, knowing how to pay off your debts faster. I'm getting into taking a course on business credit, and I'm helping people who have a vision, who wants to fix their personal credit now to secure business credit, because they want to do things business-wise. They want to create passive income in their life, right? Which means they don't have to do all the physical work all the time. And so it's shifting. This is going to be really, really big. I'm just putting it out there. I got my credit curriculum course that I'm hoping maybe to roll out over the summer, in the summer, June or July. I want to do this Critic and CASHFLOW conference cruise. And give you all this in-depth knowledge, matching the law with the language, the insider secrets. Kevin is going to show you how to get more taxes back, or to get an even slate, and to lower your tax bracket and to get more cash flow into your life. Cash flow is different than income. So we want to have you where you have positive numbers in your checking account at the end of the month. Positive cash flow and not negative cash flow. Cash flow, simply defined, means what you have left over after all your bills and financial obligations. I want to help you to get above that 720 credit score, to build your credit score, to have good credit. Like I said, credit is for poor people. If you don't have a lot of money, right, you can use credit to get a lot of money. You don't have to use credit to just get things, but credit will get you a better apartment, a better home, a better vehicle, right? And which will give you a better lifestyle until, it's levels to this, So, hey, it will give you 0% interest card. It will give you other people's money at a lower interest rate. So if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, and a travel planner or event planner, someone that can help me and Kevin and I get this vision together of having a Critic and CASHFLOW cruise, where we're teaching you these insider secrets. Ask them to message me, contact me. Good evening. Yes, I'm talking about, I've just found out that law that matches the language that I don't want to say bureau, the credit reporting agency, CRA, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion must provide the physical contract bearing your signature, right, to verify. So this would be very, very powerful for me for fighting with people with their bankruptcies and things like collections. I never had a problem with collections anyway, but this is just another tool in my arsenal, to make it even more powerful, to make my, quicker without having to put fraud alerts on people's credit report, just using the language, just using the law, and just, not have, if it's applicable and there are victims of identity theft and things like that. I also have a debt elimination program, which means that if you have debt reporting on your credit report that you need deleted, whether it's credit card debt, whether it's student loan debt. Now, you're still going to be responsible for paying the debt, right? You still have to pay the whatever institution, right? If you have a Chase card, you still got to pay that Chase credit card, right? When they send that statement in, but it won't show on your credit report. And a lot of time, people get denied for a lot of things because they tell them that their student loan debt, for example, is their debt to income ratio. The debt portion is too high. And so, I eliminate those debts off your credit report. And I also give you Critic advice of, just don't eliminate this debt where it's not showing. Because this is the one thing this is how I'm starting on my credit curriculum, for example. I'm saying there are no laws that say credit information must be reported to the credit bureaus in the first place, right? There are also no laws that say the credit bureaus, I gotta stop saying bureaus, the credit agencies have to even exist. Finally, there are no laws that say credit report information has to remain for a set period of time. As a result, accurate and truthful information can be removed from your credit report legally, right? Legally, and not within the reporting periods if they are not reporting with 100% accuracy. So that's why I always start my challenges saying, is this reporting accurately, right? I'm not really just asking for verification at this point. I'm saying, tell me what you have in your file to support that I paid this late, or what do you have in file to place this collection on my credit report when I've never had an account with this company. I really don't even know who this company is. They purchased my debt. They never provide any services for me. Do you have in your file, as required, right, the documentation to prove that this charge-off balance, or that this account was charged off, and that the balance of the charge-off is reporting correctly? So I always start with the accuracy of reporting first, and it's been very, very effective for me and my clients up to this point. Bankruptcies do take a little while. They take longer just because it's a governmental, it's legal document. But everyone else, they get results. Legally, credit reporting agency have 30 days to respond to you at your mailing address, right? But my clients have gotten results within that first round, within that first 30 days. They don't have to wait. And if they've been a victim of identity theft or anything, they get deletions, removals, or anything revised, right, quicker than that, 15, 16 days. So, hey, I'm signing off. You all help me bring this Critic and Cashflow Conference cruise to life. Help me with my vision. Connect me with some people if you are that person. Got my credit curriculum rolling out. And I've just learned the law that matches, that will make the bureaus now provide that physical contract bearing your signature. It is not the Fair Credit Reporting Act law 609-818, but I just found that law. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. I got a pretty good. Any questions? It's a Saturday night. People are thirsty. Use your tax return, right, to fix your credit for the rest of the year. Use your tax return to have a healthy credit, healthy lifestyle. Don't go out buy the newest shoes or the most, better television set. Invest in yourself so you can be financially free in 2019. We're going to march into money mastery. So, hey, I'm signing off. Have a great, great weekend. Queen of Credit.